Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everybody, myself Rahul Mishra and I am a reasoning educator. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Entries. Student, in this video I am going to discuss the SBI Apprentice Reasoning Strategy for 2020 examination. Okay, so what we are going to discuss in this video is the most important and expected topic which you need to prepare to qualify this exam and to score maximum with 100% accuracy. All those things which I am going to discuss will be highly beneficial for this exam. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. So student, before discussing the topics which will be going to asked in your upcoming SBI Apprentice exam, we will first discuss the examination pattern. Okay, so if we talk about the examination pattern, we will see that in reasoning ability and in computer aptitude there will be total of 25 questions. Okay, and it will be given to 25 marks and time duration will be 15 minutes. So this is time slot. Apart from this 15 minutes, you are not able to attempt this section. Okay, this section window will automatically gets closed, so it is fixed time. In quantitative aptitude there is 25 questions and marks is 25, so one question allotted for 1 mark. Okay, and again the time limit is 15 minutes. This is sectional time, student. Okay, general English 25 questions and 25 marks, total time allotted is 15 minutes. Now for general knowledge with more emphasis on financial awareness, it means that current affairs will be asked. Okay, included the general awareness section, so both will be there in this particular section. Okay, and total number of questions will be 25 and the marks will be 25 and total time allotted is 15 minutes. So if we combine all the total time, we will get total 1 hour to solve these 4 sections, and the number of questions will be 100 and the maximum mark will also be 100. So this is the examination pattern, student. Okay, now if we talk about the negative marking, there will be 0.25 mark for every wrong answer. Okay, so it is, you can say, 1/4 negative marking if we talk about in SBI Apprentice exam 2020. Okay, so there is a negative marking, so you have to be cautious while attempting the questions of each and every section. Do not do the blind guesswork, student, because the competition is going to be very high. The paper will be slightly on the easier side. I am telling you, before the examination the paper will be slightly toward the easier side, so there is high chances that cutoff will be high. Okay, high chances that cutoff will be high, so do not do any kind of blind work because 0.25 marks can cost your entire selection. Okay, so you have to be cautious and you have to attempt maximum question with maximum accuracy. Okay, maximum question with maximum accuracy. Now minimum qualifying marks on aggregate will be decided by the bank, so cutoff will be decided by the bank and there will be no minimum qualifying marks for the individual subject. So again, this is very important point, that there is no sectional cutoff. Okay, there is no sectional cutoff in this exam, and you have to score the aggregate marks after combining all these 4 topics to qualify this exam. Okay, and there is no sectional cutoff, as I have already told you, and the merit list will be drawn on the basis of state as well as on the basis of categories. Okay, so categories for SC, ST, OBC, general, there will be a different cutoff, but here state is also included. For example, the Gujarat state, the cutoff will be different as we compare to Delhi or Rajasthan or Uttarakhand likewise. Okay, so this is the entire structure of the examination, how the cutoff will be decided and what are the topics included in the examination and how much negative marking is there. Okay, now we will talk about the reasoning syllabus and strategy on it. See, first topic is number series and alphanumeric series. See student, if you know the number series then it is well and good. If you don't know what is number series, see, this type of question generally asked in the examination. For example, 4, 8, 12 and 16, what will be the next number? This is the missing number series question. Okay, so there are 2 types of number series. First is missing number and second one is wrong number series question. What is wrong number series? The series where you have to identify which number is wrong written in the series. For example, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13. So what is wrong in this series? You will say, sir, 8. See, what is the logic? All numbers are odd and this is even. That is why it is wrong in this case. How wrong? Because it is not properly fitting in the pattern. In this one, what should be the next number? The next number should be 20. How we identify the pattern? By looking that all the numbers are in the table of 4. Okay, so in wrong number you have to identify the number which is not fitting in the pattern. In a missing number series you have to identify the next number according to the pattern. Okay, so this is the number series. And what is alphanumeric series? Alphanumeric means the combination of numbers, alphabet and symbol in a particular series. For example, R#1. This is the example of alphanumeric series where number, symbol and alphabet is there. If you don't know how to solve these type of questions, student, I have already taken so many questions on alphanumeric series in my live sessions video. So you can go through that and you can learn the trick how to solve these kind of questions in examination. If this question come, you can easily expect 3 to 5 questions from this topic. Okay. Now verbal classification. Here the different types of figure will be given to you and you have to identify which figure following the given particular pattern. Okay. For sitting arrangement and direction and distance, I have already taken how to solve these type of questions in examination. All these videos are already available in our Entry YouTube channel and it is totally free of cost. Do check it out, all those videos which I have taken recently. Okay, all those videos are very important for your SBI apprentice examination because all those questions which I have discussed is totally based on the examination pattern. I hope you all know what is sitting arrangement and what is direction and distance. On sitting arrangement, we have to arrange the people. It can be in the terms of circle, it can be in the terms of linear, it can be in the terms of square or rectangle or triangle and so on. So all these things I have already covered in my video. If I talk about the direction and distance, I have also covered these questions on my recent videos. So you can go and check it out, so you will be able to know how to approach these type of questions in examination. Generally we need to find out the direction from first point to second point, in which direction they are having or what is the distance between them. These things we need to find out in this chapter, and how to solve this question I have already explained. Now next one is puzzle. This is very important. You can expect 5 to 8 questions from this topic in SBI apprentice examination. Okay, and I have also discussed the different type of puzzles and the different strategies to solving these type of questions in examination. So do check it out, those videos as well, which is based on the puzzle. All these things which I am telling you, it is totally available free of cost in our Entry YouTube channel. So you can go and check it out, the puzzles video. Okay, all those puzzles which I have discussed in this channel will be proof worthy while you give the exam. Okay, now next one is data sufficiency. What is data sufficiency? You have given a question. Okay, on the basis of this question, 2 statements will be given. So we need to find the answer of this question by using the different statements. Okay, so it can be derived from the first or second, or either first or second, or both, or neither nor. These type of question generally comes from data sufficiency. Now if we talk about non-verbal reasoning, the topics like figure completion, figure embedding, these type of topics generally comes from non-verbal reasoning. If you want to see which type of question generally comes from this topic, you can approach for SSC CGL question paper. Okay, SSC CGL question paper, where you can see all these different type of topics from the non-verbal reasoning section. Now if we talk about analogies as well, you can go through SSC CGL past 5 years paper. Okay, you can solve that past 5 years paper. That will be highly beneficial if we talk about these 2 topics. Okay, similarly for verbal classification as well. Now let me give you some glimpse on analogy. Suppose there is a question that is 6 ratio 12 proportion 25 dash we need to find. So this is the question on number analogy. It can be on the alphabet as well, it can be on your general knowledge as well. So these 3 types of questions comes from analogy. First is number, second one is alphabet. For example, A, E, proportion, I, ratio, dash we need to find out. Okay, So these are the number type, this is the alphabet type, and next can be Pakistan related to Islamabad, proportion, India related to what? So answer should be Delhi. So these type of question generally comes from analogy. Okay. Now next one is artificial language. What is artificial language? You can take it as a type of coding decoding. Okay. So this can be derived from the coding decoding. If you know the concept of coding decoding, you can easily solve this question. Okay. Now matching definitions, you can see these type of questions from the previous year paper. Now making judgment, statement and conclusion, theme detection, cause and effect, statement and argument. All these topics are from logical reasoning section. Okay, so what is logical reasoning? A statement or a paragraph will be given to you, and on the basis of that you need to derive whether the conclusion is correct or wrong, whether the argument is correct or wrong, whether it is the effect or not, what is the theme of that paragraph. So these type of questions generally comes in logical reasoning section. So how to approach these questions? See, you can go through the PYP, or we can say the previous year paper of bank exams only. Okay, so only the previous year paper which is related to banks exams will be helpful to all of you. Just solve only those questions, and apart from that, daily newspaper reading is also required. Why? Because that will help you to derive all these things clearly and frequently. Okay, and you can get these questions from bank previous years examinations, or you can say memory based paper. Okay, so these are the things which is mentioned in SBI apprentice syllabus. Now what should be the proper strategy while attempting the questions in the exam? See, from my side, you should first go through those topics which are less time consuming and relatively high to score. Okay, for example, if we talk about blood relation, see, blood relation is not mentioned, but blood relation will come. Okay, direction, then next should be data sufficiency. Okay, number series, alphanumeric series. So according to me, this should be your priority list. Okay, because these are the high scoring topic and they are very less time consuming. After that, you can move to sitting arrangement and puzzles questions. Okay, and after that you can move to logical reasoning section. So this should be the priority. Okay, as you all know that you will get 25 questions and the time limit is 15 minutes. So you have to be very cautious while deriving your strategy. And how you can derive this strategy? By attempting the mock test. See, Entry is regularly providing you the exam specific and exam relevant mock test that will be beneficial to know the syllabus and the type of question generally comes in the exam. So you should prioritize all these sequence according to your need or according to your strong area. Okay, but according to me, this should be the proper sequence. Okay, and by attempting the mock test, this thing will be very clear to all of you. Okay, I hope all these things which I have mentioned over here is cleared. Now the last thing, local language test is required after successfully clearing the objective exam. Okay, so do not attempt to those areas which is not in ambit of your local language. Okay, so the written test will be there that you have to complete the local language proficiency test. So if someone is having the local language Telugu, so they have to apply to those areas where Telugu is local language. Similarly for Hindi, similarly for Marathi, and so on. So it is very much mandatory that you should know the local language. Okay, and 10th should be done on that particular language. Your 10th class should be done in that particular language. So this is the key point you should know before applying any of the given state. Okay, do not go to those states where you can see the maximum vacancies. Why? Because local language will make you an hurdle. Okay, thank you very much student. We have completed our today's session. I hope you like those tricks and you will apply the same in the upcoming examination. So see you in the upcoming video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.